It's day 5 of the 12 days of Christmas. Today we're excited to show you a range of products designed to inspire creativity and to enhance your quilting projects. We've got decorating items that will add a splash of personality to any space, plus fun novelty items that are a delight. Have fun watching.
I don't know about you, but I love to have reminders of my passion for quilting everywhere. And that includes a bumper sticker on my Jeep. So today I want to show you car coasters. Car coasters go in the cup holders of your vehicle, and they're there to absorb condensation off of your beverages so that your cup holders don't get dirty. Let me show you the 4 patterns we have today. We have windmill, folk heart, double wedding ring, and hex star. And you can see that they have a little divot so that they're easily removable for cleaning. And those are the car coasters for your vehicle. Here's another fun quilting themed item for your home, a deck of colorful standard playing cards. These are nice high quality cards. If you play cards, you know that sounds like good quality. The back of the cards are all the same, a beautiful pattern by Judy Gautier. And all of the face cards feature Judy's great scrappy quilts patterns. How much fun to sit down and have a game of cribbage or cards with family and friends and get to enjoy these colorful cards. Let me introduce you to Hugo's Amazing Tape. Hugo's Amazing Tape is a clear, stretchy tape with no adhesive. It clings to itself and it has all kinds of uses. This is a container of my embroidery thread, and all of the spools are wrapped with Hugo's Amazing Tape. Can you imagine the tails that would be in the box if I didn't have them contained? All I do is wrap the tail of my thread around the spool and throw on my Hugo's Amazing Tape, and my tails are contained. But it has so many other uses. I use it to keep my embroidery stabilizers from unrolling. You can wrap it around garden tools and utensils. If you're going to a retreat and you're worried about your scissors coming open, a little piece of Hugo's wrapped around the tip will keep them closed. I also use it to manage my power cords. Power cords everywhere these days. Wrap it up, grab your Hugo's, and give it a pinch. And your cords are all maintained and together. Another place I use Hugo's quite a bit is when I'm going to a class or a retreat and I have a fragile ruler, something with a point. I'm always so nervous to take it out. What I do now is I match it up with a ruler that covers that point. I take my Hugo's, wrap it around, and there it is, safe and sound. The nice thing about Hugo's is it's reusable. When I'm done taking this ruler to a retreat, all I do is take that piece to my embroidery machine, and every time I have a new spool of thread, I reuse it. You can write on Hugo's Amazing Tape with permanent pen so that you can label things. It's great for extension cords. If you need to take a collage wrapped around a tube to a class, you can use this to hold it. It's great for bundling just about anything. Here's a fun little story about Hugo himself. Hugo was a printer, and one day at work, they received a box and it was destroyed. Everything was damaged except for one little piece of plastic. Now, Hugo was an inventor, and he thought, if I could take that plastic and make it thinner, make it a tape with no adhesive, it would be great. And that's what he did. And he built this company by going to trade shows and fairs. and even won the Art Fry Award. Art Fry was the inventor of Post-it notes, who, by the way, discovered them by accident. This is 1-inch Hugo's Amazing Tape, and it's a 50-foot roll. It'll last forever. If your Hugo's Amazing Tape gets dirty, all you need to do is rinse it with water and allow it to dry. I am so excited to show you the new Prym Vario creative tool. It is a lifesaver for purse makers, bag makers, and crafters. It's an inexpensive hole punch for attaching rivets and eyelets. Let me tell you a little bit about the machine. First of all, it's got a great non-slip handle, and it's really ergonomic and comfortable to use. It's also got non-slip on the bottom, so it doesn't move around when you're trying to use it. It's got an adjustable screw for when we're using long rivets, and I'll show you that in a bit. It's got a measuring tool that simply slides into the front, and then you can measure and make sure you have straight lines for your rivets or measure the distance. And then it's got a removable base. And again, I'll show you what that's for in just a second. Let me show you how easy it is to punch a hole. With your Vario creative tool, you get this box which contains 2 punches to punch holes for 2.5 to 4 millimeter holes. I'm going to take the hole punch and just pop it into the top, and then take my small hole punch with the letter side down, and put it in the bottom, and I'm already ready to punch my hole. Now, I thought, why not show you how well it works? This is 8 layers of leather, and I'm about to punch a hole. Normally, I'd have a marking on my bag handle, and I would put the plunger kind of halfway down, make sure it's lined up, and then go ahead and punch my tool. Now, this is 8 layers of leather, so I'm going to use 2 hands. And there's my hole. Now, let me show you how the rivet adapter works. I've popped my rivet into the hole and put the cap on top and left cap side up. Here's the rivet adapter. So this is a separate attachment to purchase, but it's really inexpensive. It comes nicely organized in the box. You can do 7.5 and 9 millimeter rivets. We're working on a 9 millimeter rivet, so we're going to use these 2 pieces. The first one is going to go on top. It only fits in one spot. I forgot to take my hole punch out. There we go. So that's going to pop into the top. Now I need to remove the purple base, and it's in there really tight. So I find if I take a pen and just push from the bottom, it pops right out. And then this will fit right inside. Now I've got my rivet with the cap side up, and I'm just going to place it in the tray. It fits right in there. I'll put my plunger halfway down, take a look and make sure that things are lined up. They are. And now, because I'm using a really long rivet, I'm going to raise my screw so it doesn't squish the rivet all the way down and flatten out my leather. All right, everything looks good. Now, I'm going to give her a squeeze. There we go. And there's my perfect rivet, and nicely punched into the leather. Now, let me show you what else the machine can do. Okay, let me show you how to attach an eyelet. So what you get with the eyelet adapter are 2 sets for 11 millimeter and 14 millimeter eyelets. I'm doing 11 millimeter, so the first thing I need to do is punch a hole. So this goes in the bottom, the punch goes in the top. I've got 2 layers of vinyl here, and I'm simply just gonna punch my hole. There's a perfect hole. And now I'll put my eyelet in. It's usually easier to do 1 layer at a time because the eyelet hole is always smaller than the eyelet. You want it to be really tight. There we go. So I've got my vinyl around the eyelet. And I'll just slip my ring on top. And now it's time to change the tool. I've got my hole punched. Now I need to attach it. So my green goes in the base, and this will go on the top. And it snaps right in. Now I'll put my eyelet on the base, and it fits right on. Take the handle halfway, make sure that things are lined up, and then give it a squeeze. And there's a beautiful, beautiful eyelet. It doesn't get any nicer than that. And that's the Prym Vario Creative Tool. The tool itself is an inexpensive hole punch for rivets and eyelets. We also have available the eyelet adapter and the rivet adapter, plus eyelets and rivets from Prym that go with the tool. I tried the tool on my Emmeline rivets of all different sizes, and the tool worked just fine. Here's a great find. A vintage sewing machine, floor mat, and rug. It's 23 by 35 and the perfect size. It's got non-slip on the back, and it's a washable polyester. And you can see how thick and plush it is. A great addition to your home. Do you love to do word puzzles? I sure do. And here's the Happy Quilter word search. Just another way to bring quilting into every aspect of your life. This book has 72 puzzles, and they all have a stitching theme. There's an answer key at the back, and all the puzzles are large print. They contain great themes like the best place to hide fabric, Granny's wisdom, marking tools, the Quilters Hall of Fame, and yes, Eleanor Burns is in there, and quilting gadgets. This is another great way to bring quilting into every aspect of your life. The Happy Quilter Word Search book.
How about that Vario creative tool? It's a game changer for purse makers. And I've done a how-to video to show you how every step works when using the Vario creative tool. Today is all about adding fun and quilting personality into your personal space. Card coasters, playing cards, puzzles, books, and even a vintage sewing machine rug will do just that. Plus, Hugo's amazing tape is sure to keep you organized. Don't forget to put everything in your cart and go through that checkout process. And you know what I'm going to say next. Don't forget to watch for bloopers and add that free pattern step to your cart and go through that checkout process so that you have a clue each day and you can work on the project with us. If I've said something you don't quite get, go back to the intro and watch it again. And I'll be back tomorrow for day 6.